Karen's audacity reached an unthinkable and dangerous level when fake HOA officers released pit bulls onto my newborn stroller, assuming that their perceived authority, entitlement, and boldness could intimidate and coerce my family. She believed that aggression, threats, and reckless audacity could bend reality to her will. What she did not anticipate was that my wife, a highly trained Navy SEAL, was present and ready to neutralize the threat with precision and control. Her audacious plan would collapse in a way she could never recover from. It began on a chilly morning when the fake HOA officers approached our property under the guise of inspection. Karen, orchestrating remotely, had instructed them to unleash aggressive dogs against my family if they resisted her demands. The audacity was breathtaking. She assumed that intimidation and aggression could override law, property rights, and parental protection instincts. Every step of their plan relied on fear, chaos, and the false authority she imagined she possessed. As the officers released the pit bulls toward the stroller, my wife reacted instantly. Trained in tactical response and threat neutralization, she positioned herself between the dogs and the child. Calm, precise, and highly skilled, she issued commands and used non-lethal control measures to stop the animals mid-charge. The audacity of Karen and her enforcers collided violently with reality. They had underestimated our preparation, training, and legal authority. Security cameras and smart sensors captured every second of the attempted attack, providing irrefutable evidence. Karen's audacity, previously used to intimidate neighbors, had transformed into a documented attempt at endangerment, a direct violation of law that could not be ignored. Every move, every command, and every reckless action by the fake HOA officers was recorded and timestamped, ensuring total accountability. I arrived shortly afterward to coordinate with law enforcement and ensure the family's continued safety. Karen's audacious plan had backfired spectacularly. Instead of intimidating my family, it had created irrefutable evidence of criminal intent. The officers accompanying her had placed themselves at risk, and her overreach was now fully exposed. The first responding police unit evaluated the situation, quickly realizing that the incident was a direct attempt to endanger a child. They detained the fake HOA officers immediately, confirming their unauthorized actions and the audacity of their plan. Karen, observing remotely, realized too late that her manipulation and threats had failed entirely. Her boldness had led directly to legal jeopardy, public humiliation, and irreversible exposure. Neighbors, previously intimidated by Karen's behavior, witnessed the incident unfold through cameras and social media alerts. The audacity she had relied on to exert control had been transformed into public evidence of recklessness, endangerment, and criminal overreach. Karen's assumed authority, grounded in HOA entitlement, was entirely nullified by legal action, tactical response, and documentation. By mid-afternoon, Karen had been formally cited for multiple offenses, including child endangerment, harassment, and conspiracy. The fake HOA officers were removed from the property, and all further audacious attempts were legally blocked. The audacity that she had wielded to intimidate others had become the instrument of her own downfall, ensuring accountability, exposure, and long-term consequences. Reflecting on the incident, the lesson was unmistakable. Audacity, when applied recklessly against law, authority, and trained defenders, collapses spectacularly. Karen had assumed that aggression, entitlement, and perceived HOA authority could manipulate reality, but her reckless overreach guaranteed exposure, legal accountability, and public humiliation. By evening, the newborn was safe, the property secured, and Karen's audacious interference fully documented. Cedar Pines residents absorbed a vivid lesson. Entitlement, aggression, and audacity untempered by legality, preparation, and tactical awareness inevitably collapse under accountability. Karen's bold attempt, intended to intimidate, manipulate, and endanger my family, had failed completely. Her audacity, once feared, became the instrument of her downfall, teaching a clear and enduring lesson in the limits of reckless entitlement, aggression, and overreach. Her reckless behavior guaranteed exposure, legal accountability, and lasting public disgrace.